All right, guys, we are at the best place in the world, a gun range. And I'm gonna take you guys in and show you some things and how I train and how I do some quick drills to keep me up on my, my skill sets with my pistols and basically save some money, do it on the cheap and really become effective, right? So we are at Stoddard's Range here in Atlanta, and while we wait on everyone to get in here, I'm gonna take you on a view around the building and, ooh, what's that? Let's take a look at that. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera around real quick. All right, you guys know what that bad boy is. Hi, honey. All right, and there is a Barrett 50, which is just stupid. This little bad boy goes for around, I think, 9 grand. There's an entire, man, my hands are shaking. There's an entire Barrett presentation. Really cool Sig Sauer presentation. We're gonna go in here in a second. But this range is one of my favorite ranges just because it's the nicest, it's the cleanest, and probably the best one in Atlanta, to be honest. Let's go over here. All right, got some silencers, pretty freaking cool. Pistols for days. There's multiple of these, so just bear with me. And guys, once we get about 25 to 50 people in here, we will bounce into the range and we'll start our little training. Thank you, sweetie. Yes, they are actually called suppressors, not silencers. All right. So now, I'm gonna take you guys over here to the big wall of awesome, the random IDPA video that's playing. All right, so this is what these guys work with every day. Walls and walls of ARs and 22s. And then you got little guns down here, lowers and stuff like that. It's really freaking cool. But now, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Let's go do what you guys came for. We're gonna go shoot some stuff. So, I'm gonna put my ears on, try to do this without interrupting the feed, because this is not easy. And we are gonna go step into the range and do some shoosting. And now, this is the best part of my day. Until I get home and see my kids and my wife, of course. All right. This is in Atlanta, Frankie. Frankie's asking where this range is. Push this little button. All right, we are in. Bam! All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little plug here because these guys are awesome. So this is my bay right here. Okay, so here's my bay, here's my little setup. My AR is in there. And this is actually a bag from one of my sponsors, Kenai Pro Gear. There's their logo right there. This thing, I know, Smarty, I know we have to do it after work, but you guys do get to watch it afterwards too. But it's under this range bag. Check this out. This is 5 mags that are each loaded with 10 rounds. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take these 10 rounds out, and then we are gonna show you how I can train with just a box of 50 rounds and make the difference that we need to make. Sorry, I'm gonna keep you guys focused down there, then come here, grab our mags. This is so incredibly difficult to do with one hand. All right, and one more. Well, you know, California has a place in everyone's heart too. Just, they just don't get to do much fun stuff. All right, so I'm just lining these up for you guys so you can actually see what I'm doing and how I do this typically in a range. This is actually more ammo than I usually use. This is 5 mags with 10 rounds each. So what I'm gonna do now is get my pistol out, of course. Boop. And we're gonna do some work on that target. I'm gonna show you guys how I do this. So now I'm gonna turn you guys around here. Actually, I'm gonna turn you guys upside down. Oh, nope, they don't like that. Okay, so, an adult field trip, that's right. All right, so, guys, what I'm doing right now, very, very simple. I've just got 9mm rounds. I gotta angle you guys a little bit. There we go. 9mm rounds on my Springfield. Just like when you guys go to the range, this is what we'll do, right? So, Always load less rounds than you think you're going to shoot. Don't fill the mag all the way up. The reason why is because when you fill the mag all the way up and you just start firing, your buddy starts firing and you start losing accuracy because you're in the mode of firing. You're just having fun. So if you limit yourself to 10 rounds per mag, you're in a much better spot for accuracy, to make yourself better, and to control yourself and make 50 rounds go a lot longer than what you're normally used to. So now let me show you the target I'm actually shooting on. And by the way, guys, the Kanai bags, you get 15% off just for being a viewer of my channel. So check that out. The description is in, or excuse me, the code for the discount is in the description below. And I just don't want to quote it right now. I'm pretty sure it's LFA 2017, but I want to make sure I get it right. All right. So what we're doing here, guys, is just simple target. I want to aim always here. If I'm hitting here, I don't want to adjust and aim here to adjust. I want to keep getting right here, right? In California, they do get 10 round mags, and that's unfortunate, but I'm in Georgia. Freedom. All right, so I am setting this to 7 yards. And the reason that I set it to 7 yards is this is a typical self-defense distance. There's not a lot of houses in a normal person's environment that are longer than 21 feet. 5 round. Justin wants me to have 5 rounds because he can only have 10. All right, so we're aiming at that X, and what we're gonna do is make sure our fundamentals are in place and just really take our time while we're shooting this. And you guys just saw one of my bad habits. 5 to 10. Oh, so you gotta even. Okay. Sorry, guys. I read these comments and I read out loud, so it's kind of hard for me to keep up. So you guys just witnessed one of my own bad habits that I continually have to break. My hands are rather large, and so I always put pressure on the slide release. And when I do, and the gun cycles, it doesn't stay locked back, and that's my fault. And that's something I have to work with. This is a Springfield XDM. I love this pistol. All right, so now let's take a look at what we actually did downrange, right? So these are my first shots of today, definitely, I think like the last 3 weeks. Not 3 weeks, 3 days. 3 weeks. All right. So that's 10 rounds. Staying within this 10 range is good, but what we want to do now is we want to drive to this X. Okay, so if you can count with me, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly 4 outside of this inner ring. So what I'm gonna do now is really focus, take a second, breathe, and slowly pull that trigger, and then we should be able to adjust to get to where we need to get to. And once we get about 25 to 30 rounds on this target, thank you, Craig. Craig says good job. Once I get the 20 to 25 rounds on here, we're gonna do some different drills which help me get a little bit better. And it's a little bit more advanced, but you guys might wanna try them. But what we're gonna now is do 10 more rounds. What I'm gonna do now is still aim for that X. Remember, we had 4 outside the 10 ring. We want them all inside that X, but that's where we're at right now. And if you notice, I actually adjusted my hand and it actually stayed back like it's supposed to. So adjustment's always possible, you just gotta focus on it. And guys, while we're doing this, like it, share it, send it out to people, man. Let's see how many people we can get on this channel. All right, so that's 20 rounds in. And what you start to see, thank you, Mr. Tommy Boy. I actually like outdoor better, but I do what I can. It's raining right now. So right now, we've got 20 rounds with 1 or 2 flyers. That's actually a good point. So one of the guys just said keeping both eyes open versus keeping one eye open. I actually keep one eye shut when I'm target shooting like this, one eye open when I'm engaging like in an open field, training for actual engagements. It all depends on what I'm training for. But this is 20 rounds all in the same spot. So that shows that I'm doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. So when you guys do this at home or in your own range, when you see things like this, that means you're doing the exact same things over and over again and your grouping is extremely tight, which is what we want. So now we're gonna do something else, which is a little bit more challenging. And I always end these with a little trick shot at the end with my last 10 rounds. See if I can do it for you guys. But what I like to do now, guys, is I just take simple masking tape. Okay? Nothing special about this. And put it vertically on the target just like that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. That's my wife is watching. That's her. She says shoot the cardboard on the edge. Kind of gave away my secret at the end, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. Shoot the cardboard on the edge. But before we get to that though, so we've got this 1-inch target. I'm actually a slight bit left on this gun because I switch between 40 and 9s. Someone just asked, do I shoot left or is it the gun left? And that's actually me right now because I switch between different guns and it kind of throws off my equilibrium. But anyway, so right now, we've got 1-inch target. We're gonna see how many of these 10 rounds we can actually get directly on that 1-inch vertical target. And what this will do is this will show you if you're shooting left or right, and if you can control vertically. So, let's see if I can see how many I can do. How many guys do you think, how many bullets do you think out of 10 I can get on this, guys? Let me know. And now I'll read it when I turn around. See that? I did my bad try, but watch on the toilet. Thanks, man. I did my bad habit again. I started drifting to the left and it didn't stay open. So what'd you guys think? Who guessed 5? I technically got 6. No, I'll go 5. I'll be honest. I'll go 5. All right, so these 5 shots were my first 5 shots, and then I started getting a little lax and slack, and I started drifting to the left. If you heard me go, ah, I felt that one. These guys, I started loosening my grip, loosening my sights. I was starting to get a little bit quicker, and this is something that you want to avoid doing in your own time, okay? So now I've got 20 rounds left, and we're gonna do what my dear wife was talking about. This is something that I do to push myself really, really hard. This is not something that I recommend. Thanks. This is something that is not extremely easy. I'm gonna go to 25 yards, okay? I've got 20 rounds left. And what I'm gonna try to do is hit that cardboard. But not only am I gonna try to hit the cardboard, ow, hold on. I'm gonna try to set it to where it actually, okay, the carrier is not operating, not cooperating. So I gotta make him go. But anyway, basically the idea here is I'm gonna try to shoot the cardboard on its edge. And when I do that, it will fray and people on YouTube will say, that's amazing. That's the idea. All right, come here. All right, we're gonna try this again. All right, guys. So how's life? You guys enjoying the pig head and the chicken videos? I hope you like those. Those are fun to make. All right, let's see if the carrier is going to cooperate. All right. It's not cooperating. All right, since that's not cooperating, we're just going to try something different. The knife shots are fun. Thank you for complimenting those. Those are fun. The carrier doesn't seem to want to work, so we're going to try something a little bit different here. Don't you love when equipment just stops working? It's great. All right, we're going to program you to 1 feet. Then we're going to turn you to your edge. Let's do 2 feet. Turn you to your edge. Now we're going to go down to 75 feet. Let's see if that holds. Ha! That worked. All right, so now we're actually going to try this now that the machine is cooperating. So, 20 rounds of my 9mm XDM. And the idea here is we're going to try to hyper focus on that front edge, and with a 9mm, hit it. And you guys can tell me what you think. But this is how I train myself when I'm shooting those knife blades that you were talking about, Mel. This is how I train myself to do that. I think I hit it. I hit the back end. So if you guys could see this, no, you guys can't see that. Angle down. You guys see that right there? That is a hit on the side of the cardboard. Now we're going to try to do it again, because that was not as perfect as I wanted it to be. But it can be done, guys, and that's the idea. Like, if you train and you train and you train and you just practice, that can happen. And that was my first shot. So now we're going to continue to try it again and again and again and see if I can make it happen. All right. So I'm shooting for the right side of this edge because it's kind of wonky, but we'll see if I can do it again. So as you guys can see, when I do that, that's actually a bad thing. When I go click, not bang, because it didn't lock back, that's a problem I have. Come here. So that's actually an issue, so you don't want to duplicate that. All right, so we still have 10 rounds. All this has been done on 40 rounds. So this is something that you guys can do. So you guys can see, it was not perfectly flush, but all these spots are the bullets coming in sideways. Right? Totally doable, and I recommend you try it, because if you can push yourself this hard, you can get this good, right? And I'm not saying I'm this good, I'm saying the fact that it can happen is good. And that's what I'm aiming at right there. About 25 yards. That's what we're aiming at. So, I'm gonna try it again with my last remaining 10, and then you guys can go about your awesome Friday. Don't forget to check out the discounts and the affiliate codes I have for all my viewers, because it's discounts, which is awesome. Oh my God, come on, Carrier. And do this in a range where the Carrier works. This thing. But what do you guys think about this? I'm trying to do one of these a week. Tell me what you think about these live things, because these live things are fun for me. I just want to make sure you guys actually enjoy them. Try this last time, and if this doesn't work this time, then I'm just going to go about and do something else. All right, we're good. I like the live. It's awesome. But the cool thing about YouTube Live is it actually records it, and you can watch it later, which is awesome. All right, so we got 10 rounds left. Now you can see the cardboard is actually on its side now. The Carrier is actually doing what it's supposed to do, which is awesome. 10 rounds left. Focus, hyper focus on what you're doing, and we can knock this out. lock back. Constant practice of being aware of what's happening is crucial. Now let's see if I did it. Alright, so this is the side I was shooting at. You can see right here, that's an impact. And then I'm going to show you other side. These are all impacts as well. You can see how the bullet is actually striking straight along the side. That's what you want to see. These long streaks are awesome. But, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Langley Live. I hope you liked the video. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Share it out as much as you can. And make sure you get those affiliate codes so you guys get some discounts. But until next time, I'm Braden. See you later.